shoulder, I can reach an endless sky. Feels like paradise. Put two and two together forever, will never change. Two and two together will never change. Nobody sees, nobody knows. We are a secret, can't be exposed. That's how it is, that's how it goes. Far from the others, close to each other. That's when we uncover, cover, cover. That's when we uncover, cover, cover. We could build a universe right here. All the world could disappear. Wouldn't notice, wouldn't care. We could build a universe right here. The world could disappear. I just need to live. That's when we uncover.
changes.
Life.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah.
Presenting the officials for this match. First, referee Yu Te-Chu from Chinese Taipei. Second referee, Cedric Chung from Hong Kong. And let us meet the starting lineup for Altay VC of Kazakhstan. Number 2, Sana Anarkulova. Number 3, Olga Biryukova. Number 9, Irina Lukumskaya. Number 14, Alesha Safronova. Number 16, team captain Ina Matvieva. Number 18, Kristina Anikonova. Libero, number 4, Alia Sadikova. Head coach, Kanbolat Borhan Said. And now the starting lineup for Bayi Shenzhen of China. Number 1, Yun Lu Wang. Number 5, Yan Han Liu. Number 7, team captain Jin Si Shen. Number 9, Yao Chen. Number 16, Yan Wang. Number 18, Ki Wang. Libero, number 17, Yu Yan Wang. Head coach, Yu Jumin.
And the starters have already been announced for both squads as we are about ready to get underway. Semifinals matchup number 1 between Altay VC of Kazakhstan and China's Bayi Shenzhen. Bayi Shenzhen, of course, in black, and the yellow jerseys belonging to the team from Kazakhstan. And you did mention, Sean, that they do have 2 imports, but they can only play 4 imports, but they can only play 2 at a time.
Yes, that's part of the rules in this tournament. Even though they have more than 4 or more than 2 imports in their lineup, but in terms of playing inside the court, they're only allowed to play, or they're only allowed to put in 2 imports at a time.
Now, of course, for China, they have no imports coming into this one, but it'll be very interesting to see how they match up against Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, of course, vastly improved in this tournament, and of course in the Asian region. And adding 4 imports also bodes well for their chances of making it to the finals. So the first serve will belong to Kazakhstan. And we will have Lukovskaya up to serve.
Number 9, Irina Lukovskaya.
Lukovskaya is up to serve first.
She was not actually the first setter that they played
Right.
who in the game yesterday, but in the latter part, she was able to perform really well for their team. That's why I think she's starting off in this match.
Good defense so far for China. That's the first attempt for Kazakhstan, and that one is off the block. And that point is going to put them on the board. So that was Ina Matveeva.
Who's also been playing for 28
Right.
years also in the volleyball sport.
So second time around for Lukovskaya. Good short serve. Again, good defense here by Kazakhstan. Send it out to Liu. And they're trying to get Liu warmed up. Attacking the utility spot, and that one is going to work. Once again for the team captain, Matveeva.
And it started off with a good service
Right.
target for the team China. No, they only have three spikers in front. That's why she's trying to attack or target the number 16 to eliminate her attack in the front line.
That will be the first point, however, for China, as Lukovskaya serves it out. So that now brings up for China. We have Wang Yan on the serve. Combination play, and they will go to their open spiker. That one will work for them. So she is everywhere. Matveeva.
Right, that's right. Their team captain right now is starting off with a very good attacks from the left side and also at the same time in the right side.
This serve now coming up for Biryova. Nice defense by Kazakhstan on the floor. Once again, they will go to the open spiker spot, and this is a delivery now from Anarkulova.
Watching Anarkulova from her previous games, that has been her main target, especially when attacking in the outside area.
Well, this is a great start for Kazakhstan. They're up 4-1, but their serve hasn't really been that consistent. So another point for China. So it is now 2 serving 4. And coming up to serve now is Wang Chi.
Serve now for bayi Shenzhen, number 18, Ki Wang.
That's another great serve. And you know what? The Chinese also have this way of having deceptive serves. You just saw one of it right there.
And targeting one of their tallest players
Right.
inside the team or inside the court right now is also an advantage for them because there are only 3 receivers right now in the Kazakhstan team.
That's a great point. Better reception this time for Kazakhstan. They'll try to drop it in. Good read, but the second ball was a bit of a guessing game now for the Chinese.
Miscommunication right there between number 7, Cheng Jinxi, and number 9, Chen Yao.
Serving number 18,
And this will now bring up
Christina
Anikonova up to serve. Running attack here by China, and they didn't know the ball was behind, so that was actually a good block coming from Sana Anarkulova. Just no help in the back.
That's one of the advantage if you have a setter in front line. You can deceive the blockers in the opponent's side, so you can set the ball easily, especially if you have 2 spikers in front.
That lead is down to 1 for Kazakhstan. They try to go cross-court, but the libero of China doing pretty well. And that's going to be a cross-court retaliation coming from Wang Yunlu.
Especially in this match, you don't want to give Wang Yunlu that free space because she's been really effective as an outside spiker for Bayi Shenzhen.
Well, against the Philippines, she had 11 points in the win. Kazakhstan. That's just a very sharp spike coming from Sana Anarkulova.
Not only she's using her height, but also her reach. She was able to hit the ball on top of the peak of the set.
She is 27 years old. That is not a good reception. One more time around now for China. From the open spot, the defense arriving late to another point. This time for Wang Yunlu. And you did mention you can't get Wang Yunlu started.
Especially that if she's going to be on fire,
Right.
all the balls that she'll get will be turned into points for their team.
Tied at 6. Running attempt. And that's going to find the line. You know, the spikers of Kazakhstan have been able to find the lines, especially from the cross-court attack.
And if you have two spikers, and if you have number 14, Anarkulova, in front, that's one of her main attacks. That's one of her specialty, the slide attack.
It's another point there for Kazakhstan. They will get a service ace this time. Anarkulova also contributing now on the service front. So at the first technical timeout, it is a 2-point lead for Kazakhstan, 8-6 over China. We'll be right back.
I say go and bait the fans. Okay, only come, don't enough. Only come, don't enough. Very good service, very good. Maybe mistake, don't important, but we must try good service. All mistake, my mistake. Astrojna, good service. Penalty ball, directly, up, direct. But this position mistake, we don't win this ball. Okay? Inside and directly come avantage, directly we must give point. Okay? Don't wait.
Back with us here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna, Philippines. Set number 1 in the first semifinals matchup between Altay VC of Kazakhstan in the yellow jerseys, and they are going up against Bayi Shenzhen of China. And we thank you for joining us once again. The winner of this matchup will go directly to the gold medal match, where they will face the winner of either Japan or Thailand. There'll be a service error coming here from Anarkulova. So that lead is down to 1 right now, 8-7. And Shen Jingxi up to serve now for China. Tried to attack the deep zone, and that one's gonna go out from Olga Biryukova.
But it was actually a good adjustment from the setter of Kazakhstan. She was able to jump set the ball and set it to all the way to outside, but it was a bit bad.
So again, you cannot have any room for error against China. Kazakhstan gets that back immediately. That was a good one coming there from Olga Biryukova against 2 blockers. There's too much power there. And now Safronova up to serve. And even if the blockers were coming, that was still a very confident stroke there coming from Wang Yunlu. And you did mention earlier, Chap, that Wang Yunlu, once she gets going, she's very, very hard to stop.
You can see her swing is very simple, but in terms of the power of her spin is really strong and powerful. That's why Kazakhstan wasn't able to receive that ball.
We're now tied at 9, and a little bit of a communication error on the side of Kazakhstan will now give China the lead. So Bayi Shenzhen 10 and Altay VC 9. So Wang Yunlu not only doing it on the spiking front, but also on the serve. Another loaded serve right there. Go to the open spot, and there's a problem with the back row defense of China. Most of the points of Kazakhstan are coming from that area. This time it was another spike coming from Sana Anarkulova.
And using her height mightily by number 3, Biryukova, she was able to hit the ball on top of the blockers.
10-all is our score. And I don't know if the slow pace will favor any team, but it is kind of a slow pace as both teams are still trying to get warmed up here in set number 1. It's a good quick play this time. That was delivered there from Anikonova.
We can see that Kazakhstan right now is setting up some energy and tempo and using the middle blockers or spikers already in their side.
And you know this, Chad, the moment you get a good reception, if you get a good reception and then you have an opportunity to send it to the middle, that's the highest percentage shot you can get.
That's right. Your very first option will be the middle spiker.
This was not a good reception, not a good dig, and that's a better defensive stance now from the Chinese up front. Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, number 5 of China, Liu Yanhan, is part of the Chinese national team. So right now we can see that she's taking advantage of her position in front, starting off with good blocks.
Well, she is 23 years old, so a lot of volleyball still ahead of her, but you know, the variation in the power of the attack. Sometimes it's very strong, and that time it was just a weak drop that fooled the defense of China. So credit once again goes to Olga Biryukova.
And especially if you're in the Chinese part, and if you're going to play against these tall players, you're always going to anticipate hard ball.
Right.
That's why in that soft tip, they were able to, it's easily a point for them.
And China is going to say that that didn't even touch the line, but the point is awarded to Kazakhstan. In the meantime, we're going to have a timeout here for Bayi Shenzhen.
他们经过中前线，6号位的不要去摆20线，就6号位要入。还有一个就是像这种球，新的就是吊球，这种球那个他拦网手下了，就是那个一定要这种小球机会一定要抓住，要抓住清楚，拦网要慢一点，都是那个中前线，20线就是用那个就是放在6号位。
And left hand ball, penalty ball directly. First time we must kill ball. First time you must kill this one block. Okay, давай, давай.
Well, for some reason, the tempo really hasn't favored China at this point. Kazakhstan is using this slow, deliberate attack to wear down the Chinese squad, and it's been working for them so far.
And yes, because also this is just the start of the game. So first set will be the adjusting period of of this game, especially that this is the first time that they are going to play against each other.
But of course, they have watched each other several times already in this tournament. And there's the young lady you're talking about now, Liu Yanhan, getting that one done.
Getting that sharp attack because she has 2 blockers already in front of her, so that's why her spike is cross court or went to that cross court in zone 3.
So this is just a 1-point lead now for Kazakhstan. Once again, another attack, and again a sharp one. This time coming from Anarkulova. So they have varied their attack. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's weak, and sometimes cross court, and this time down the line.
But coming from Anarkulova, I think we're gonna find ourselves saying this over and over again because that's part of her specialty, that zone 1, especially if the set is far from the net.
However, the service continues to be a problem for Kazakhstan. 3 service errors already here in set number 1. So they cannot pull away despite the fact that they have controlled the opening set. So Liu Yanhan once again. As you mentioned, the Cha, one of the members of the Chinese national team, here to help out her club team. Sharp attack, nice dig there by the libero. Better defense now on the floor for China. Oh, that was straight into the face of the libero, Sadyakova. So China started up at 14.
She was anticipating for that strong strong spike already from one Yun Lu of China.
Right. So China trying to get the lead once again. Combination play, this time it'll work for Kazakhstan. And that's the team captain, Matveyeva.
I like that at this early point of this game, Kazakhstan has been showing a combination player already.
Right.
That's why the Chinese blockers are kind of confused with that play.
Well, credit again goes to the first ball of Kazakhstan. But this credit will have to go to their service.
But again, they kept on giving unforced errors, especially having that possession in that service area.
So it is tied at 15. Serve now coming from Chen Yao. Drop shot. And the variation continues here for Team Kazakhstan as Altay VC still takes the 1-point lead into our second technical timeout, 16-15 against Bayi Shenzhen of China. We'll be right back.
Please, Astrologna. But be good play. Maybe we do little good service after we are just more than easy. Okay? Don't stop. And after we are just feel no good. Okay? Turn directly after the mistake. Don't important, but Astrologna please again service. Okay? Alright. Don't stop.
Back on this here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of the slow motion replays of the game so far. As you can see, the emotions are starting to spill over.
And I like the game tempo of Kazakhstan team. They're showing variations already in terms of their attacks. That's why Chinese team are having a hard time reading these attacks.
I think now for China, they are starting to dictate the tempo. What they want it to speed up. They want it to be a powerful, fast game. And they're starting that off the timeout immediately. They're tied at 16. Service once again for Shenzhen. And that's just another great defensive stop on the floor. Here's Wang. Can't get that one to go. Softer attack now. The Chinese have adjusted very well to the kind of tempo that Kazakhstan wants to dictate. And a single block at the net. Nicely done there from Wang Yunlu.
From service, from attacking, but also in blocking. Wang Yunlu has been playing effectively for this team right now.
And she was able to deny Safronova. So China up by 1. Served, hits the tape of the net. That's still enough time for another running attack from Kazakhstan. Now from the back row, that one is good. Coming from Liu Yanhan.
It was kind of a bit off speed coming from the back row. That's why the blockers of Kazakhstan had a hard time reading the ball.
Altay VC will now use this timeout.
Listen, good. Everything is good. Don't have any problem. Chance ball. Don't important. When you give GC ball, net up zone, plus a options. Directly smash and attack. Okay? Directly attack. Don't give permission for their advantage ball after they do attack. Okay? Good. We are good play, but for results, now we must do 1-2 class. Okay? One single attack. Hey! Right.
So it's still 18-16 in favor of Bayi Shenzhen of China. You have to remember, of course, that whoever wins this matchup goes straight to the gold medal match. And now the service has improved, or the service reception now has been a bad one for Kazakhstan.
And for the side of for the China team, they're now pulling away from the scoring in all departments and starting off with good service.
And mind you, the pace is still slow. However, the Chinese able to pick it up. They are now speeding up the game. Another one, this time off the block, coming from Wang Yunlu.
Especially putting yourself, if you're the setter of the team China,
Right.
you always want to give the ball with in the spiker who has a better or higher percentage. That's why she's giving the ball always to Wang Yunlu.
And while she's in front as well, might as well make full use of her talents. Free ball given up now by Kazakhstan. Combination on the back set. That was a very impressive play run there by China.
We haven't seen that more often, but right now you can see that it's now working. She only had one blocker to face her in that play.
This is now 5 unanswered points or 6 unanswered points for Kazakhstan's defense. They have to address this in this timeout.
Don't down, but we are today good. Feel good, but don't must stop. They are saying they are bad start. Now we give permission they are start, but we don't stop after very easy goal. Everything is good go. Fair, fun, and don't stop. High,
And still 21-16 here in set number 1. So 6 straight points now for China coming off the technical timeout. The pace has quickened. They have been successful so far. See what the response of Kazakhstan is going to be after that timeout. They will get that point off the block of Wang Yunlu. So 21-17, still in favor of bayi Shenzhen, China. Safronova on the serve, running attack, anticipated well. So coming off the timeout, the defense has adjusted now for Kazakhstan.
Good read by these blockers on the Kazakhstan side, especially that they had that play already for twice consecutively already,
Right.
so they were able to read that ball.
How will China respond? They will respond with another running attack off the hands of the blockers. This one is scored by Wang Yan. So 22-18. Bayi Shenzhen of China is 3 points away from claiming set number 1. They go to the back row attack this time. China's defenses are ready, but a free ball given up now by Kazakhstan. Chance now for the Chinese. They run that combination play once again, but this time it is anticipated well by Biryukova.
Good adjustment by number 3, Biryukova, on reading that combination play.
Biryukova, of course, their import from Russia. And the serve coming up once again for Lukomskaya, the center. And just a strong attack there coming from Liu Yanhan. It's going to be a substitution, 2 subs coming in as the Chinese want a full front line as we see this one again, Cha.
As we see her swing and going on top of the blockers was really effective for her.
Well, now the substitutions are going to come in. China with another full front line. And the substitute now is Yuan Wei Yu on the serve. Drop ball, and that is blocked right back at the line by the Chinese defense, courtesy of Wang Chi. So 5 set points now for bayi Shenzhen. And you have to remember that Kazakhstan led through the first 2 technical timeouts.
That's right. And another import coming in for Kazakhstan, number 1, Spellman Haley.
Yep.
And she's a lefty.
So let's see if she can make a difference trying to erase this 5-point lead, 5 set point lead. Oh, that's 1 step in the right direction coming from Team Kazakhstan, courtesy of the Russian import, Olga Biryukova. Biryukova now still facing 4 set points. That's a good serve. Drop ball, defense is there for Kazakhstan. They'll go to the back row attack. Biryukova is denied. However, it's still going to be an illegal back row attack as Biryukova stepped on the line to give the point and the first set to bayi Shenzhen of China. You can see this one again.
Good intention right there by Biryukova, but she was actually stepped on the line, so that's why it was a violation already.
That is right. Second set when we return. Stay with us.
difference and also in block. So I think it's looking into getting their pace or who's getting the tempo in this set.
Well, the tempo went to the Chinese in the first set, especially towards the latter part. Let's see if they can continue to make this a fast game. Of course, for Kazakhstan, your American import is in. Kaylee Spellman, wearing jersey number 1. And here's the Russian import, Olga Biryukova, who will get the first point of the second set for Kazakhstan.
You know, I think the coach of Kazakhstan is trying to rotate the players and see if there's going to be a change in the dynamic or the tempo of this team against these Chinese players.
And you did mention their backup setter is actually starting today. Had a pretty good start. But then again, China decided to go on cruise control in the latter part of the first set, and still more punishment now coming from Liu Yanhan.
And as an outside spiker, you have to be very flexible in all the sets that are gonna be given to you.
Right.
That's why she's using the blockers as well to check it off from their hands. So for her to be able to get a point.
However, that drop shot will work for Kazakhstan from Kristina Anikonova. That just fooled the defense. Actually, just single block, and the coverage also came late anyway.
And even though the contact isn't that solid from that hit, she was able to soft tip or tip it over on the side of the blocker.
That's just a great set for the Chinese setter, but still didn't reap any benefits. Oh, it's going to be 4 touches. Somebody miscounted there for Bayi Shenzeng. The setter's been doing also well. That's their team captain, Shen Jingxi. And they still contend that it was legal. But our first referee is Chu Yute of Chinese Taipei, says 4 touches against China. That's going to be a free ball given up. Attacking Spellman. Kept alive once again. This is still going to be an attack from Liu. Spellman tries again. Liu tries again. It's just like bomb after bomb for both squads. And Liu Yanhan delivers for China.
We can say that that's her favorite spot already. That's zone 4 in the other side of the court.
She cuts the lead down to just 1. Service now coming from Wang Chu. Quick attack. Once again, they go to Liu. And Liu has been almost automatic now for Bayi Shenzhen.
That's going to be your option. If you're Liu and if you have Spellman in front of you, you're always going to hit the ball sharply to your right into zone 1 and 4 to have that cross-court hit.
Now the thing is, right beside Spellman is the setter, Lukovskaya. So that's a small blocker right there. Easily, Liu can go through that. Oh, in the meantime, Spellman just finds an open spot in zone 1 and delivers that. So the entry of Spellman has made this quick tempo not much of an advantage for China anymore.
And so the Chinese blockers will also be anticipating attacks from her side.
There's a running attack. And that was anticipated well by Sana Anarkulova. So Anarkulova, one of the more promising players from Altay VC.
If you only have 2 spikers in front of you, if you're the setter, you're always going to give it to your slide and also to the open spiker or to the outside side.
It all depends on how it's received, I guess.
That's true.
So another power attack here for Bayi Shenzhen. Another close start to the set. Remember, it was close all the way in set number 1 before Bayi Shenzhen pulled away after the second technical timeout. Into the net that goes. That's a rare service error for Bayi Shenzhen and Liu Lianhan.
I think she's just trying to target the taller spikers in front of Kazakhstan. So they're going to limit their number of attacks in front.
A little too strong on the serve there, coming from Haley Spellman. So again, these service errors, actually, if you take out all the service errors that Kazakhstan has committed in this game, they might have even won set number 1. That's just the one that's been shooting them on the foot. Open spike. Great defense there by the setter, Shen Jingxi.
And the set of number 9 to Anarkulova, that's right, to Anarkulova, was a bit low. That's why the blockers of the China were there already.
We are tied at 6 here in set number 2. They'll go once again to Anarkulova, and she's going to drop that one in. So you got to give credit to Anarkulova. She has this power attack, but at the same time, when the defense is already there, she just tips it over.
That's right. And number 9 of Kazakhstan was able to adjust the set to Anarkulova and made it higher for that second time around.
Of course, we're talking about the setter, Irina Lukomskaya. Cross court, too strong. Coming from Wang Yunlu, who has been quiet here in set number 1. Wang Yunlu was the star for China in set number 1, but it is a 2-point lead for Altay VC of Kazakhstan. We'll be right back.
Sometimes have bad ball, try nearly but don't show before, but you are in a good way. Jump, block, objective. Hale, this is our type. Two block, better yok. One block, better yok. One block, but you must directly check. Because you don't hit, we lost 2 points. Okay, directly. Direct, and
This is the semifinal round of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship, and we are still coming to you from the Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna, Philippines. Great to have you with us. My name is Noel Zarate alongside Chuck Cruz, one of the star volleyball players in the Philippines. And we are having a good one right here. Set number 2, 8-6 is our score. Altay VC of Kazakhstan leading by 2 against Bayi Shenzhen of China. Better defense now shown by Kazakhstan at the net. Back row versus back row. And that one is going to drop in for Altay VC Kazakhstan.
Now that you mentioned the Kazakhstan's floor defense is working now in this set, that's why they were able to turn that defense into an attack.
So this is now a 3-point lead. They had a similar 3-point lead in the first set. Altay VC Kazakhstan did. Serve now from Anarkulova. Free ball given up. Running attack, and Safronova is able to get it done. This is now the biggest lead of the game for Altay VC Kazakhstan at 4 points, 10-6. A quick timeout now for Bayi Shenzhen. So 10-6 is our score. Bayi Shenzhen of China fallen behind now by 4 points against Altay VC of Kazakhstan.
Again, China right now is struggling with the first receive or for the first bump. That's why. And if you have a tall opponent, just like Kazakhstan, you don't want to give them a free ball.
Well, things are falling apart for the defense of Bayi Shenzhen. Now even the reception has gone awry. The serve continues to do well for Sana Anarkulova. 27-year-old from Astana, Kazakhstan. Another good serve. Back row attack goes long, so everything that bayi Shenzhen is trying to throw at the ladies from Kazakhstan is just not working.
I think we also need to give some credit to Anarkulova. She's been serving in that area consecutively already, trying to eliminate Yun Lu in the front area. That's why the setter won't have an option to give the ball to her.
And that is just a very well-read defensive stop from Kazakhstan, courtesy of Safronova once again.
If you're in the front line and you only have, as a setter, you only have 2 spikers, you always want to maximize the spiker in the middle.
Well, this time, the pace was a little too fast for Safronova. That's going to go out, but still a 6-point lead for Kazakhstan. What does China need to do right here?
Right now, I think they need to be more consistent with their first ball. And then from there on, they're going to have, because there's no wrong with their floor defense, aside from that first ball. And not to mention, they need to have a better coverage because these tall blockers are being very efficient in the blocking area of Kazakhstan. So that's why they need to be more cautious in terms of covering from their spikers.
Well, Safronova is having a personal block party now. She's by herself. Already blocked more shots than the entire team of bayi Shenzhen. And another block this time going to the other side, courtesy of the Russian Olga Biryukova.
But again, if that's your advantage, why not? You know,
Right.
you will always take that advantage if you have that strength, that height.
Change of personnel now for bayi Shenzhen with the return of Yuan Wei-Lu. Safronova. That's a single block already. They try it again, and this time they'll go through the zone 1. So resilience paying off for bayi Shenzhen of China.
China team here is trying to be more unpredictable right now. They're trying to have more combination plays. And during the transition, the setter always wants to give the ball to the middle. That's why the blockers of the Kazakhstan will have a hard time.
Now even the serve. So improving again for China. That is going to be a point for Kazakhstan. That was barely touched as it went out. So a better second set being shown now by Altay VC of Kazakhstan. They have an 8-point lead, 16-8. We'll be right back.
Block and defense, super. But important, again, directly when you see number 1, number 5, she is up zone, after ball open, we are block and defense, good work. Don't stop, good, good. We must play final. Really we are good.
Our score right now 16-8 as we continue to bring you the action from the semifinals of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship. This is from the Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna, Philippines. It is 16-8 in favor of Altay VC of Kazakhstan. They did lose the first set, but they are performing way better here in set number 2.
And especially if you have Spellman, number 1 from Kazakhstan, and number 3, Biryukova, they really want to take that time and advantage if they are in front of the court.
And speaking of Spellman, she's a very tall and long young lady who uses all of those advantages to help her team. Yeah, go ahead.
That's right, because it's not only hard for the blockers of Chinese players or this Chinese team. She's a lefty, so that's why the tempo or that coverage for the blockers is hard to read.
We have a timeout. and some of the reactions from the players so far in this matchup. Of course, the Chinese took set number 1, but now set number 2 slowly belonging to the Kazakhs. We're just doing a quick calculation on the actual height of Haley Spellman. She's 6'7", or a little under 6'8", at 202 centimeters. So we're gonna have another point coming off the missed attack for Altay VC. Biñan. Combination play. Spellman now going to the other side and still producing the same results.
Again, that towering height and hitting the ball on top of the blockers of China is really hard to read, especially for the defense side of the China in the back row.
6'7". That's her official height. If Chakras were 6'7", she'd be playing in another country as well.
If you really have that height,
right,
you would want to use that.
Spellman. And Spellman teaming up that time with Anakunova, getting the block point once again. Now a 10-point lead for Kazakhstan.
And again, it's easy for the Kazakhstan blocker, especially for Spellman and number 8 of Kazakhstan. I'm sorry, the middle blocker of Kazakhstan, to read the Chinese, the China play, because most of the blockers, most of the spikes are coming from Biñan.
So now we can see a little bit of some signs of life for China on that quick attack. They have to go back with what worked for them in set number 1. They actually rattled off 6 straight points toward the end of the first set. For some reason, they just can't go to it right now. Serve there coming from Wang Chu. Spellman again.
Again, looking for that spot in zone 5. Spellman just hit the ball on top of the blockers. Of course, if you have that height, you would always want to use that. That's why the setter of Kazakhstan is putting or giving all the ball to her.
Haley Spellman is 25 years old, stands 6'7". And Nikonova on the serve, running attack once again. Better coverage this time for Kazakhstan. They send it to the back row, and that's going to be a drop shot from all the way in the back, coming from Olga Biryukova. So the Russian now delivers for Altay VC.
We can see these two imports has been very effective for Kazakhstan team, and also not only is playing smartly, but also delivering in every areas. Even number 3, Biryukova, is at the back.
So many options now on offense. In the meantime, China's Liu Yanhan was red hot in the first set, has been ineffective here in set number 2, and another drop shot is going to score, this time from Anakunova.
It's nice to see, even though they are really, they have this height for Kazakhstan team. They're not just using their power or their might, but they're also using their head in terms of getting some points from the China.
22 to 12, or 22 to 10 right now, 12-point lead for Kazakhstan. Back set once again. Spellman is just on cruise control. That drop shot scores again.
And just like that, even though she only had one blocker, but she saw that there's a big gap, or there's a big hole in front of her. She just simply tip it over just to get a point.
They're completely fooled China's libero, Wang Yuyan. Off the block. Chance now for Kazakhstan to get to set point first. Spellman. Good defense by Bayi Shenzheng. Anakunova anticipated well. Now free ball for China. Second ball drop. That is going to work for the skipper, Shen Jingxi.
Nice setter dump right there. Because these blockers are always anticipating for the spikers of China, and it's the first time that we've seen Shen Jingxi do that.
She is 6'1", place setter. That's always a big advantage. Oh, however, down the line goes Sana Anarkulova. And we have 13 set points now for Kazakhstan.
Swing by Anarkulova right there. She knew that the blockers were waiting for her sharp right. That's why she had to hit the ball in zone 1.
Gonna have a rare substitution now for Kazakhstan. Seeing her first action of the game is Evgenia Ilina. Another one of the tall ladies for Altay VC. So serving for the set. And to tie it up at 1 set apiece is Haley Dora Spellman of the United States. Into the net, they're gonna have to wait. Still 12 set points. That is the advantage of Kazakhstan. So it's the cameo appearance for Evgenia Ilina as Lukomskaya comes back in.
Serving for bayi number 6.
Drop shot, a little too under the ball that time from Safronova. Off the hands one more time around now for Spellman. Spellman delivers a bullet straight to Wang Chu. And that will award set number 2 to Altay VC of Kazakhstan. Tell us about this bullet here, Cha.
Spellman is having a different factor in this second set. Most of the set in terms of attacking, in terms of blocking, you can see Spellman everywhere. So she's a very good combination or having a different dynamic inside the court. That's why they had a very good lead of score in this second set.
And we will have set number 3 when we return. Stay with us. A pretty close game once again at the start of the second set, but then somehow Team Kazakhstan leaned on their 6'7" American import Haley Spellman, and it just became a blowout.
That's right. Kazakhstan is really doing well in terms of taking advantage of every strength that they have, especially using their imports right now, whether they are in front or also at the back.
Well, Spellman just put on a clinic, attacking from everywhere, blocking a lot of shots, and of course, even moving to the open spiker position for just a few moments. So Spellman able to spell the difference for Team Kazakhstan in set number 2. We're gonna look at some of the numbers in just a short while. Here we go. Attack points. Look, it's completely different now.
That's right. Comparing the first set of Kazakhstan, we can see that their attack has been really improved. We can see for sure, well, of course, we saw Spellman working really well for that second set. That's why they had a big advantage for this for the second set.
Especially in terms of blocks when they were able to lead 5-1. That was a department that the Chinese kept close in set number 1. We are now in the third set. We're now virtually down to a race to 2 sets. Oh, that's a quick one there coming from Anakonova. to Christina Nikonova.
And if you're in the China side and you want to improve this game, you want to have more fast plays
Yep.
for you to outsmart these tall players in front of you.
The pressure will be on their libero, Wang Liuyan, to make that happen. However, Wang Liuyan with a good lead, with a good read rather, on that serve that went out. For the Chinese, they have to rediscover the fire that gave them set number 1.
But again, they just need to lessen their enforced errors, especially in the Kazakhstan side.
Well, that is Aliyah Sadikova, not successful with the reception. 2-1 is our score.
Serving Wang Yan.
Attacking out, great defense there. Now Liu Yanhan is starting to reinvent herself. If she cannot help the team on offense, she'll help them on defense.
And that's right, that's volleyball. If you cannot participate or if you cannot contribute in the department of attacking, there's a lot of departments that you can get score or you can help your teammates.
Like that.
Just like that.
That is going to be another one going down as a block point for Liu Yanhan.
Liu Yanhan getting her rhythm, especially in terms of blocking.
And a quick timeout called by Altay VC Kazakhstan.
Why you turn line? Diagonal more free. Okay, very good pass. Little open, better. Little open because she is high. Give inside, active after turn difficult. But she's good close line. Free diagonal. Okay, okay. But service don't difficult. Осторожно. One receive, direct return. Direct return, don't important. Давай, direct. High, high.
Quick start to the third set for Bayi Shenzhen of China. They're up 4-1. And a quick timeout as well for Kazakhstan. Spellman dug up well. Oh, but that will leave an opening for Biryukova.
I think going back to the timeout earlier, even though we cannot understand the coach of Kazakhstan, but looking at his gestures, he's trying to communicate with number 9, the setter, I think to distribute the balls because China is getting a good read already in their attacks.
Well, the defense has turned the offense on for Liu Yanhan as this ultra-fast spike is presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. 5-2. 6-2 on the service ace.
China getting also points from the service area.
As Wang Chu able to get that one done. So Wang Chu once again. That one goes wide. So much for the experiment on changing it up.
But we can see that China team is now gambling more in terms of serving.
They're trying to get the receivers of Kazakhstan a little off-balanced. Set up once again for Liu. That's an emergency dump there coming from Kazakhstan, and the second time around it will work for Sana Narkulova.
And definitely will work in her side because she's more taller.
Yeah.
She's taller than Shang Jin-si. That's why she was able to get that point.
Well, in general, most of the players of Kazakhstan are taller than their adversaries, especially, well, except for the center, I would think. That's a good stop, and that soft shot coming from Yang Junjing is going to work, courtesy of the setup from Shen Jingxi.
In terms of unpredictability of this set, I think Shen Jingxi is trying to get a new dynamic from her spikers.
Well, that was an ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. to the back row. They send it once again, and this is off the hands coming from Sana Anarkulova.
If you don't have enough time to have a good takeoff already, that's what you're likely going to do, just to have that vertical jump and just to check it off from the opponent blockers that you have.
Spellman on the serve. Running attack is good for Bayi Shenzhen. So at the first technical timeout mark of set number 3, it is a 3-point lead for Bayi Shenzhen of China. We'll be right back.
Service, осторожно. Service must good go. After very easy VR jump and important this set. Yes, important this set. Come on, don't stop, come on. Hey!
And we welcome you back to our continuing coverage of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship from the Alonte Sports Arena in beautiful Biñan City, Laguna. This is still Noel Zarate alongside Chuck Cruz. And for our international audience, Biñan City is about a good 15 kilometers away from the metropolis, Metro Manila. But this is a world-class sports facility that we have right here. And it's been home to these young ladies for the past few days. It all culminates tomorrow when we have our gold medal match, and one of these two teams will be participating in the championship game. So 8-6 after the service error. Anarkulova on the serve. Good wind-up that time coming from Wang Yan. Better defense once again on the floor for China, but they have to give it up via the free ball. Oh, that's just a rocket sent down by Olga Biryukova.
Using her power and her height.
This definitely is an ultra-fast spike. Presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. The lead has been whittled down to just 1. Again, a good serve coming from Anarkulova. But a good response coming from Wang Yunlu.
That's right. China right now in this third set is setting the tempo because they are having fast plays already, which is why the blockers of the Kazakhstans are having a hard time reading that.
The tempo is increasing once again. This was the catalyst for China's win in the first set. From the back, Spellman. That was barely tapped, but I believe they will change their minds on this one. It's a lifting violation. So that was a legal block. Lifting violation is called on Kazakhstan.
That's right.
And that now brings up Shen Jingxi with a 3-point lead for Bayi Shenzhen of China. Oh, that's just a quick attack coming from Safronova.
You know what I also noticed with Kazakhstan team? Because they are having tremendous good attack because they have a very good first ball. Their first bumps are really working well for them.
That is right. Of course, earlier was an ultra-fast spike brought to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. So now it's tit for tat as China gets it back. So Wang Yunlu up to serve.
Serving for Bayi Shenzhen, number 1, Wang Yunlu.
So Wang Yunlu with a good serve. Will go to the other side this time. Biryukova is denied at the net. Oh, and yeah, that's another quick one coming from Liu Yan Han. An ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Look at that power.
Liu Yan Han is definitely seeing that daylight, especially that number 9 is on that side or is in the left side, right side rather.
And we have another timeout coming from Altay VC of Kazakhstan from Burhan Saik Kanbulat.
Little we wake Now little we wake up, match 3-0, 3-1 finish. Okay, relax, receive, attack. With the extra we don't try. Only bad ball, try she. Only bad ball, try she. But Birkova...
So our score is 12-8 right now. So far, so good for Bayi Shenzhen of China as they try to book a seat into the semifinals. But of course, we are tied at 1 set apiece, so we're definitely having at least 4 sets in this matchup. Service ace provided now by Wang Yunlu.
We can see that they are being more aggressive in terms of service and also in their attacks because they can't keep up anymore. I mean, they're having a hard time getting through that tall blockers. That's why, starting from the service area, they're putting up more heat.
And another very hot serve executed by Wang Yunlu. So this lead is now 6 points. And there's going to be a substitution here for Kazakhstan. Coming into the game for the first time will be Ina German, seeing her first action. So Ina German, see if she can do a better reception. Yes, she can. On the run, good block, kept alive by Spellman. Set across. Combination play, great defense, but it's still alive. Second ball attack. And she wanted something to celebrate. Kristina Nikonova created it herself.
We can see that China is now trying to have more combination, but that's still a good read for these Kazakhstan blockers. They were still able to read that ball.
14-9 is our score. Some signs of life from Altay VC Kazakhstan. Drop shot, great defense by the setter, Lukomskaya. And that one goes out from Yu. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. And immediately Lukomskaya, the captain on the floor, is going to contest it.
Ball touch, point goes to Bayi Shenzhen.
So the ball touch will give the point back to Bayi Shenzhen. Substitution now as Wang Yan will take a seat. The return now of Yuan Weiyu.
Yuan Weiyu.
Yuan Weiyu trying to protect the 6-point lead by adding more points on her serve. The Chinese are defending better against the power attacks now of Spellman, and they will also translate that into points on that drop shot from Yu Yan Han. She is back, and China is ahead by 7. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Technical timeout is about to end. 16-9 is our score, so it is a 7-point lead for Bayi Shenzhen of China against Altay VC of Kazakhstan. Once again, one of these teams is going on to be a gold medal round or gold medal match against either Japan or Thailand.
That's right. Whoever wins this match will be in that round.
Survey number 14, Yuan Weiyu.
So we're going to have a serve coming from Yuan Weiyu. They go down the middle, and again, you know, one of the talents of Olga Biryukova out of Russia is that although she's firing from the middle, she has so many angles to choose from.
That's right, especially coming from the middle area.
And that's an ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Homo General Plan 699 at pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Serving. Biryukova. On the run, nicely done.
Nicely done by Shen Jingxi and giving that set to number 6, of China, Yang Junjin.
Yang Junjing, one of the emotional players for the Bayi Shenzhen squad.
And that's a very fast slide. It's a short slide behind her, behind the setter.
So a 7-point lead anew for Bayi Shenzhen of China. That's going to be a free ball given up by Spellman, who was out of position. The set is kind of low for China. Spellman wants this back, but she just hasn't been producing her regular numbers here in set number 3 like she did in set number 2.
That's right. If we are going to compare her stats from the zone 2, right now she needs to step up her game for this set.
Well, they still have some time. They still have an opportunity to come back, but they better start now. Combination play and a great defensive stop, but it will miss the line. As a block coming from Yang Jungjin.
If you can see her swing, she intentionally hit that blocker so she can check it out from her hand.
So 18-11. Lead is 7 points for Bayi Shenzhen, China. Oh, the gift is returned, much to the surprise of Altay VC. On the run, telegraphed shot. Safronova gets it out to Spellman. Kept alive one more time. Here's Liu, and Liu finds an open spot.
It's nice that we see that China team is being more variant in terms of their attacks. So I think their main focus right now is to have their defense spread out.
Well, that was an ultra-fast spike brought to us by PLDT Home Terra Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Uh-oh. And Safronova thought that was going to be a fake. So the implosion is starting to begin now.
And China right now is pulling away with these unforced errors.
20-11.
Survey number 5, Liu Yanhan.
Liu with a good serve. And Safronova out of position, gets lucky. They go to the other side now. No luck at the corner pocket from Anarkulova.
Outside.
So the lead is now 10 points. 21-11. 4 points away from taking a 2-1 lead are Bayi Shenzhen of China. And there is another block coming from Yang Junjing.
China right now is being more efficient in terms of their blocking. They are now in rhythm, reading the balls from the attackers of the Kazakhstan team.
And they have really shut down Haley Spellman here in the third set. She has not been a factor, as that misreception directly leads to a point for Shen Jingxi, the setter. Again, she's 6'1", so she's not like a normal setter.
Yes, that's
Very
right.
tall setter. And trying to put it away with the next 2 points, if possible, on her serve is Liu Yanhan. Spellman still cannot buy a point. 13 set points now for Bayi Shenzhen.
For the set, number 5, Liu Yanhan.
So Liu Yanhan has reawakened here in the third. Can she put it away on her serve? Well, according to Sana Anarkulova, not just yet.
Nice adjustment right there by Anarkulova. The set in the open or the outside wing was a bit low. That's why she just swooshed it in the blocker's hand.
The rains are pouring outside. We can actually hear that from where we are here in the commentary booth. But that's going to be Yang Junjing putting it away officially for Bayi Shenzhen of China with this ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Home Terra Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. So that'll be a 25-12 scoreline to end set number 3. We'll be back for the 4th set.
And also our sponsors, PLDT Volleyball, ASIC, Seno, Nike, also our ABC sponsor, Rexona, and our technical suppliers,
And back with us here, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at some of the highlights from that third set, which just went straight away to Bayi Shenzhen of China. They were able to do the necessary adjustments. The tempo sped up, and they were able to hold down Altay VC 6'7" American import Haley Spellman.
That's right. I agree with what you said. China in this third set were able to adjust their tempo. They had more fast plays. Not to mention they also had good combination with in terms of attacks. And not only that, they were able to gamble from the service area. That's why Kazakhstan had a hard time getting that first ball and turning that into an attack.
Now, if you're Altay VC Kazakhstan, what do you need to do here in set number 4? What did you do right in set number 2 to give you that second set?
In set number 2, they didn't just use their height. They were able to use their smart plays in terms of their in that set. But looking at this third set, from the service point or in the service department, they weren't able to produce any points from there.
Neither in the block.
Neither in the block. And knowing that if you're the Kazakhstan, that's going to be your strength. That's your strength, and you need to utilize that.
Well, remember, in set number 2, Kazakhstan actually led there 5-1 in that category. And they weren't able to get it done. So we now move on to the fourth set with Bayi Shenzhen up 2-1 and meet the ultra fun family of the game. That is presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699 ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. So once again, we are coming to you from the Alonte Sports Arena right here in Biñan City, Laguna Province, Philippines. This is the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship semifinals. And again, one of these teams will move on to the championship, and later on, we will give you the matchup between Thailand and Japan just to see who else makes it to the championship game.
Set number 4 of this match.
So the fourth set about to get unwrapped.
Let's see if China can bring over their tempo from the third set and just continue that in this fourth set.
So Wang Yunlu on the serve. Combination play for Kazakhstan as we begin the fourth set. There's the young lady who's just caught fire again. So Liu Yanhan.
Liu Yanhan was able to adjust to that overball, that set a bit far from the net. So that's why she just had to soft spike it in the middle of the zone 6
Well,
of
again,
Kazakhstan. Yes.
Shah, you are an open spiker. You know the perils of being an open spiker. You don't necessarily get the best sets in the world.
That's right. And because that's the trash area, if I may say, all the
Nicely put, actually.
all the misreceived and all those loose balls will be set in your area if you're the outside spiker.
So good serve for Team Kazakhstan, but a good attack, and Liu is just on automatic mode right now. So Liu Yanhan starting to dismantle the defenses of Altay VC.
Number 16, Wang Yan.
Serving right now, Wang Yan of Bayi Shenzhen. Combination play down the middle. That is going to work for Olga Biryukova. So the Russian import ties it up at 2. And she will be serving as well. Biryukova. Running attack, that just misses the line, however. They're looking for a check ball. There is no...
Shen Jingzi is talking to the referee right now.
Yeah, there's no call for that. Let's see. It's too fast. Even if we slow that down, we won't probably see it. Even if there was a challenge here, we won't probably see it. And that's exactly now what head coach Burhan Saeed Kanbulat is saying, that you called it already. Let's go.
Serve number 3, Olga Biryukova.
3-2 in favor of Altay VC. Oh, nice setup job, and that's going to be a point for Sana Anarkulova. And you knew it when Anarkulova was just setting up for that shot. You knew it was going to be good.
and having that approach and swing, you know that it's gonna be on that spot because the two blockers are waiting for the zone 1 already, so there's no way to go but for her to hit it in the sharp 4,
Right.
zone 4.
Runway Lu, the libero, had a hard time with that one. Underset. Good recognition that time. However, that is going to go out on the defense from Sana Anarkulova. And this is actually the monsoon season still in the Philippines, so there is rain pelting our venue as we speak. 4-3 in favor of Altay VC, Kazakhstan. Back set now, Spellman tried to assassinate one of the backliners of China. Here's Biryukova, and a free ball given up by Anarkulova. Shen, once again, sending it this time to Yang. It's still kept alive. Liu, off the hands of the defense, and Liu Yanhan is taking over.
Liu Lianhan using the hands of the opponent blockers, checking it off from their hands.
And this ultra-fast spike is brought to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. For all. Set right now to Anarkulova. Shen, Liu again. Liu is just doing everything right now for Bayi Shenzhen.
And at this point, I think Kazakhstan is having a hard time with their first ball. That's why they don't have plays for the middle spikers already.
Right.
And on the other hand, Chinese defense is now working. So that's why they are now going to turn that defense into those attacks.
How about that for defense? Cha Cruz, that is just right down the middle. And that was Yang Junjing, who has been energizing her squad. That's just a great play.
Good read, and even though she's the only one blocking her,
6-4 for Bayi Shenzhen of China. Quick play, and that usually yields good results. So again, credit goes to Irina Lukomskaya for setting up Kristina Nikonova.
and that's what we're talking about. If you have a good bump, you're going to have a good attack.
That ultra-fast spike is presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Liu, airborne again and successful again. Liu is just a machine.
And if you're that powerful, even though you have those great walls in front
Right.
of you, you're still going to break that up in front.
Liu is probably telling Kazakhstan, the Great Wall is still in my country. Liu with a good serve. Lukomskaya now sending it over to Anarkulova. Shen. Oh, now it's the turn of Wang Yunlu, but she will miss.
Good intention right there to just hit it sharp to her right, but it was a bit too wide.
7-6 is our score. Spellman has been very quiet since the second set. On the run. Nice defense by Spellman. There's another running attack coming from Safarova. I'll go to the other side. It's going to be a long rally at the rate things are going. Always open spiker, open spiker. Cross court has been closed. They try to go down the line. From the back, a push. This rally is about to hit the 1 minute mark. And it finally ends on that back row spike coming from Liu Yanhan. So everything working right now for Bayi Shenzhen of China with this ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Home Altera Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. It is 8-6 in favor of Bayi Shenzhen of China. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank the Crimson Hotel, the official hotel of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship, and BMW, the official VIP cars, and to our technical suppliers, Photon, Monarch, Caterpillar, and Price Warehouse Cooper. It is 8-6 in favor of Bayi Shenzhen of China. Just came from a long rally. See if we get another one. Nope. Defense has been rock solid for Alicia Safronova.
For the Kazakhstan side, we can see that the blocking right now is working.
Yep. Good sign for them. They are down 2-1. Now up to serve. Sana Narkulova. Off the block. That will work for Wang Yunlu. Perhaps the tallest member of the squad.
Flying up high and spiking it on top of those blockers.
Yep, Wang Yunlu is actually listed at 6'3". She is the tallest member. Combination play denied. Ooh, almost dropped. That time by Kazakhstan. Shen sending it up now for Wang. From the back. Still no noise being produced by Spellman. But the defense will work for the Russian Olga Biryukova.
Just a little miscommunication from Shen Jingxi and Yu Lianhan. They knew they were just looking at each other,
Oh,
but they could have got that.
and you saw the reaction there as well from Olga Biryukova. As Safronova puts it in play. And a good denial once again, this time coming from Kristina Anikonova. We are tied at 9.
Once again, we can feel the blockers of the Kazakhstan team.
We're going to have a timeout called on the floor by Team Bayi Shenzhen.
Sector class now, who is look? Sector class. You look, please.
And the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship is organized by the Philippine Superliga, Larong Volleyball sa Pilipinas, the Asian Volleyball Confederation, and the city of Biñan. That's exactly where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Biñan, Laguna, more specifically the Alonte Sports Arena, to bring you the semifinals of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship. And the drop ball has been producing wonders now for Bayi Shenzhen.
And if, as a spiker, if you can, if you see that your spikes or your attacks is not working, what else could you do?
Right.
You can just tip it behind the blockers. Just play smartly.
So the lead now belongs to Bayi Shenzhen. And that's going to be a power shot. And, you know, she's starting to enjoy herself. Olga Biryukova with yet another power attack.
That's right. And if you have that energy, it's going to be contagious for their team to lift up their energy in this set.
Well, that ultra-fast spike is presented to us by PLDT Home Ultra Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot-kayang internet na pampamilya. Shen on the back set now. Drop shot. Read well. And she is now picking it up. So Olga Biryukova with a good defensive dig and with the fantastic shot on offense.
And with that setter-spiker connection, coming from the set coming from Irina, the setter of Kazakhstan, she knew that number 3, Biryukova, is on fire right now. That's why she keeps on giving the ball to her.
You go to your hot hand, and in this case, it has been Biryukova. There she goes again.
For 3 consecutive points already. Same place.
So now the lead is 2 points for Altay VC as China will mix it up once again in terms of their substitution. Trying to look for better floor defense. So Lukomskaya able to serve. Oh, that's going to go through for Liu.
You getting that gap or getting that weak spot from the blockers. That's why she was able to have that point.
Well, that ultra-fast spike is presented to us by PLDT Home Ultera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet ng pampamilya. So it is just a 1-point lead now for Altay VC of Kazakhstan. Combination play, there's almost no defense for that.
And coming again from number 3, Biryukova, wherever she is, attacking from the outside and also attacking from that middle side, middle spot of the net.
That, of course, was the ultra-fast spike presented to us by PLDT Home Ultera Plan 699, ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Free ball. Combination play. Spellman just cannot buy a point right now. Liu also can't get it down. Spellman with a very difficult angle, and she will miss hit.
And I like how Liu Yanhan was able to tip that.
Right.
Just behind the blockers. So the defense of this Kazakhstan team is going to be spread out.
Well, the spread out defense has allowed China to come within 2. And now serving Wang Yan. Check that, that's actually Zhu Nong. And a quick attack will net a point.
Props also for having that good pass, good first ball.
And another ultra-fast spike shot brought to us by PLDT Home Ultera Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. 14-12. Quick attack. Defense is there, but a lifting violation will be called against Kazakhstan. So Bayi Shenzhen down by 1 once again. And here's probably the most feared lady on the court right now if you're Altay VC. Liu Yanhan.
Liu Yanhan.
Spellman off the block. Liu. Shen on the run but short. On the attack is Yang. Yang Junjing slow to get up actually.
She was on her way already, but
Right.
how she spiked the ball was a bit low from the net, or a bit low. I think she's asking for a higher set than that.
So now we will have our first look at Ray Marili Santos Perez. The Puerto Rican import will take the place of Haley Spellman on the floor. So Ray Marili Santos Perez. Shen on the run. That is going to work for Yang Junjing.
I like how Shen Jingxi of China is giving again another chance for the spiker to redeem herself from the previous play in order for get her confidence.
That's one of the most important things you want in your setter. That I want to get it back. Please give it to me, and she did.
That's right.
On the line, it's gonna be good for the captain Ina Matveyeva, who took a long break on the bench and finally scores once again. Just a 2-point lead, however, for Altay VC Kazakhstan.
Every time wait, bad ball. Captain, she's now back clear. She's don't close good line. You are same, but one block directly kill diagonal bounce. Okay, two attack I say, two attack, but.
冲起来了！加油！加油！
Let's take a look at the reaction so far of the two teams here. It is starting to get emotional, at least on the side of the star hitters for both squads. We're talking about Olga Biryukova of Kazakhstan and, of course, Liu Yanhan of China. As things escalate now in the fourth set, again at stake here is a shot at the gold medal game. The gold medal game happens, of course, tomorrow. One of these teams will be playing in that one.
Especially if you're in the Kazakhstan side, you want to prolong this game and get this set for them to be able to get into the fifth set. But then on the other side, China wants to finish this set.
That's a good serve. Set back, however. Oh, and Biryukova goes again. Biryukova has just really picked it up.
That's what likely you're going to get if you're the only one blocking her and having that high set in the outside side or in the left wing.
So Wang Chi is going to return to the game to replace Zhuo Ngo. Good serve once again for Kazakhstan. And just a miss coming from Wang Yunlu. This lead is starting to expand once again for Altay VC Kazakhstan. They've actually also put in a new libero. Here in the Kazakhstan, they have Yelena Ezau seeing her first action. Roll out to Wang on the push.
Smartly done by number one of China, Wang Yunlu. She knew that she's having a hard time with spikes. That's why she's having now more variation in her attacks.
So the lead is down to 3. And team captain Shen Jingxi up to serve. Change of libero once again for Kazakhstan. That will be overreaching against Kazakhstan, so another point awarded to China.
That's right. If your setter is backline, you don't want to give them an overball because they're gonna have a hard time setting them up to her spikers.
So 18 to 16. Shen once again. To the other side now they go. Biryukova. That is sent back. Attacking right now is Wang. Free ball now given up by Anarkulova. Combination play, and that is good for Wang Chi.
And that's very predictable. If you have that free ball, all you need to do as a setter, you're going to have that combination. And since they have these 3 blockers or 3 spikers in front, they want them to move these attackers.
Well, timeout is called now by Burhan Saik Kanbulat.
Don't open, please. Normal standard pass for quickly. Try 1 meter from. For quickly for.
The 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship is brought to us by PLDT, ASICS, Mikasa, Seno, Nike, and Rexona. So 18-17, a chance to tie for Bayi Shenzhen of China. They hold a 2-1 lead in the semifinals match. Good defense once again. Santos Perez on the setup. She's the new setter in the squad. And that is going to tie it up, coming from Wang Yunlu.
Again, getting that from a free ball. It will surely be transcend into an attack.
Tied at 18. The lead that Altay VC was taking care of is now gone. Captain Shen once again on the serve. Running attack is denied there from Safronova. They go to Biryukova once again, and Biryukova sends this to another province. The lead now goes to Bayi Shenzhen of China. And I don't think Coach Kanbulat can wait for this rotation to go back. Sending back the starters, Lukomskaya and Spellman. 19-18 China. Shen, great serve. From the back, Spellman kept alive there by Huang. Here's Wang, and she gets it done.
Nicely done by Wang Yunlu. And again, looking from the Kazakhstan side, I think they're having a hard time with the first dig. That's why they kept on giving free balls to the China. And these Chinese players are able to turn it into an attack, especially they are now playing smartly.
5 straight points now scored by Bayi Shenzhen. Timeout, Altay BC.
Don't import it. One we must start. Again, you wait. They are up. You're up. Don't try. One, this is good. Astruka, free. Normal. Listen. Second ball. Shoot. Quickly 4 and 6, 8. One ball. We must turn. Now we must turn. Good.
So 20-18, 5 points away from a place in the final. Or for, that's of course for Bayi Shenzhen of China. And for Altay VC, Kazakhstan, they want to string up some points together really quick now. Shen has been serving for a very long time. And that is dug up well by Huang. However, on the return ball, Safronova able to get a clear look. So 2019, as we take a look at this one again, it's a free return and an easy hit.
That's right. Safronova, number 14 of Kazakhstan, being aggressive of that over ball.
Lead is down to 1. Wang, left hand, kept alive. Shen. Wang tries again, this time going for zone 1 and barely missing. Tied at 20. And now a timeout called by Bayi Shenzhen and their head coach, Yu Juemin. So 20-20, that is our score right now. 5 points. One team is 5 points away from either moving on to the finals or sending us to a 5th set. So Lesha Safronova trying to give the lead back to Kazakhstan, but the lead goes back to China.
Number 16 of China, Wang Yan, looking at that big space at the back row of Kazakhstan.
She was able to knock it down. So right now, Bayi Shenzhen of China, 4 points away from a place in the final. And Biryukova is dug up by Huang. Oh, good denial by Biryukova.
Good follow-up on her also, because she's the one who spiked that ball.
Yep.
And that's a good follow-up.
So Biryukova on her defense ties it up at 21. She knew exactly what was going to happen next. So now Lukomskaya on the serve. Nice bounce in her step. In that one, Liu drops it in. 22-21. So now the serve will belong to Wang Yan. 3 points away from a place in the final. Oh, but Biryukova is going to say not just yet. You need 25 points to win a set. You're only at 22.
If you really have that tall spiker over there and the blocker in the middle of the China is a bit late. That's why she was able to smash the spike.
That's right. You got a 6'3" open spiker right there. Liu denied. One more time around. Shen. Liu gets it through. They are 2 points away from a place in the final.
Very smart play by Liu Yanhan.
So 23-22. Serving now, Wang Chu for Bayi Shenzhen of China. Wang Chu, good serve. Combination play, that's gonna find the line from Sana Anarkulova.
Coming from a good pass, good set, and also going to their go-to guy
Right.
in Kazakhstan.
Anarkulova gets the cross-court bomb. Now it's a question of who wants it more. Shen. Liu. And now match point for Bayi Shenzhen of China.
I like also how Shen Jingxi and the Liu Yanhan connection. She's not throwing the ball up wide open in the outside area. She's just throwing the outside area a little bit too short. That's why the blockers of Kazakhstan, Spellman, wasn't able to block
Right.
that.
While serving for the match. And there it is. That is a put away coming from Yang Junjin to put Bayi Shenzhen of China into the gold medal game. 25-23 in set number 4. Cha, this was a great moment for Chinese volleyball.
It was a bit problematic first ball, that even though the setter is in front, but the opponent blocker was there already waiting for that ball. So it was a free point already for the China team.
And they are off to the final. Of course, Altay VC of Kazakhstan has nothing to be ashamed of. They will be playing for the bronze medal. We'll be back to wrap it up after these. Stay with us.
Organizing partners, the Asian Volleyball Confederation, Volleyball sa Philippines, the city of Biñan, and Philippines Superliga.
To the final, but we still don't know who they're going to be going up against because we are yet to get the second match underway. Japan versus Thailand. That was the comparative stats, of course, of this match. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a look at some of the highlights of our first semi-final here. And a lot of people thought, actually, with 4 imports, Altay VC of Kazakhstan had the edge coming into this game.
That's right. But, however, the rule is you're only allowed to play 2 imports at a time. But, however, in the second set, Spellman was very efficient in that set, but she wasn't able to carry that effectiveness in the third and fourth set, having that Kazakhstan team getting that loss.
Right. Well, of course, 25-23 in the fourth set. It was very, very close. And the team Altay VC of Kazakhstan actually led for a majority of that fourth set. But towards the end, Bayi Shenzheng of China just was able to dig deep, was able to go to their guns, especially from Liu Yanhan. And they are moving on to the final, where they will meet either the NEC Red Rockets of Japan or Bangkok Glass of Thailand, as we continue to show some of the highlights from that fourth set that led directly to the victory for China's Bayi Shenzheng. So in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, we will have our second semifinal matchup, and that will feature, of course, the NEC Red Rockets and Thailand's Bangkok Glass. And your thoughts coming into that second matchup?
Well, I think this is going to be a very exciting match, especially that the strength of this Japanese team, or the Japan team, is having that strong defense and fast plays. And we know that that's also the strength of the Thailand team, having that fast plays, especially for their middle attackers, coming especially from their best scorer, Plumjit.
And we will, of course, have that for you in just a few moments. Stay with us for our continuing coverage of the 2016 Asian Women's Club Championship.